Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Today's table topics is simple. I will call on you and show you a headwear. And you could make either a true story or a made-up story. It can be serious or it could be jejune. It does not have to be about the hat. However, your story has to mention at least two things from it. For example, it could be about the color, the logo, the design, etc. And I will tell you what is on the headwear because I know it may be hard for some of you to see. So let's get started. So Susan Angel, Toastmasters Susan Angel. So this is a black hat. This is the chemical symbols from the periodic table. It spells think, and it has the logo New York Hall of Science.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. This hat has THINK, it says lives on it. I used to wear a lot of hats just like this because I played goo-gobs of golf, tons of golf. I would play 36 holes on Saturday and 36 holes on Sunday. I was often the last person carrying my clubs down the fairway over at Dubstrid. Day in and day out, my ex-husband, and he was my husband, used to come by work and he would yell out, "Where's my wife?" And there I'd be. I always had headgear on like this. Hair up in a ponytail. And
Color is it?
This is a sweatband, headband, that has speakers in it and buttons so that you can listen to your music as you...
I wasn't here to have that, only one hearing aid is working today.
It's a
Sorry I missed the last meeting.
Okay.
I haven't been here for a long time, but it's Jermaine. That was last year. No, interestingly enough, I have no idea what we're supposed to do here. Anyway, don't repeat it.
Okay.
I wouldn't understand it anyway. Sweatband, I remember hearing that word. I used to listen to a band who worked in the tropics, and they were all wearing sweatbands. Well, that didn't go anywhere, did it? Oh well, we'll just throw that one away. Hats, any hats. I used to teach school as well. And so, in those days we used, well, I didn't of course, but we had a guy, looked a lot like you man, who loved to whack students. Mostly in jejune. Well, I missed this group, and I'm sure you missed me. Not much. I think I'll stop now before something else goes wrong. It's so nice to be back.
Toastmaster, Jeremiah Leonard. Your black hat.
Black hat. A lot of you guys don't know me, but if I can actually wear the black hat, I can right now because I'm wearing this. But you will actually see the black hat soon in my next table topic. Not even table topic, my next speaking. I'll be wearing a black hat. And similar to that, the reason why is I'm going to do an impersonation of who?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. We all know Michael Jackson, MJ, not Michael Jordan. With that being said, black hat is a staple of Michael Jackson for a reason. Every time you look at him, you see him wearing the hat, you see the shoes, you see what? White socks. It is jejune to not even understand, I think I'm using that correctly, if you don't know who Michael Jackson is. But to wrap this story up, I thank you Toastmasters for having me, and then also That's a long space, but thank you so much for having me, and I'll be right back.
Toastmaster Charles Street. So this is a winter hat and it says Barcelona on it, so it has brown and tan colors.
That's a cool hat.
It reminds me of my trip to Barcelona. I really love Barcelona. If you haven't been there, try to make it. I think that's the city made by the artist called Gaudi. He was inspired by all the art, the nature, like leaves, like animals. So in his architects, there's no strict lines. And look at this building right now. Everything you see is straight lines. And the straight lines doesn't exist in nature. So in his architects, there's no straight line at all. Everything is curved. And you look at the buildings that he made it, has beautiful sky and ocean waves on the ceilings. I was really inspired by that. And when I went to the park, they're also designed by him. Everything is just merged with nature. Thank you for your hat to remind me the trip to Barcelona. Even I didn't use the word, did you?
Toastmaster Omar Lopez, a military patrol hat.
Oh, well, the memories of that hat. My father is an Army veteran. My ex-husband is also an Army veteran. I remember when the pattern of the camo changed in the early 2000s to a more digital, pixelated style. And my two sons, they have hats like that as souvenirs. And thank you all for who served for your service. Thank you all.
Toastmaster Lazar Lickadoo, a felt tan cowboy hat.
It looks like a cowboy hat.
It
It is. All right. You know, I really don't like hats because I love ties. And what's the correlation between a tie and a hat? Now, this is gonna be a jejune story. Just bear with me. You see, each time I wear a hat and I have a tie, they both argue. And I don't even know why. Because the hat said to the tie, you know, you're gonna hang out right here, but me, I'm gonna go on the head. And the tie is not happy about it because everybody wants to be on the head. So I said, what's wrong being right here? Over here, there's where your heart resides. Everything that you do, just keep it close to the tie that's close to your heart.
Toastmaster Michelle Hamilton. This is a blue cap. It says SFC, that stands for St. Francis College, with a terrier, and it says Alumni Reunion.
May I have your hat, please? Now, this hat is completely jejune compared to the cowboy hat, the Michael Jackson hat. I mean, I wish I had that one. But this hat represents education, and each one of us, the majority of us, like to represent their college or their alma mater. Now, I am a proud graduate of Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, October 3rd, 1887. If you don't know, that is FAMU. Now, these colors, these are all right, but there is nothing like that orange and green. There's nothing jejune about the orange and green. Now, don't get it mixed up with the Hurricanes. We don't do that. It's all about Tallahassee love for me. So I am a Knoll all day, every day. So I wish I could put this on my head, but I can't. Because that Tallahassee, that 850, that runs in me. But I am a proud alumni who represents education, fierceness, HBCUs, and heritage. So I'm gonna give this back to you because I didn't get the cowboy hat.
Toastmaster Gina Resende, a pine hat with an orange band.
That's my favorite color, orange. So orange, my favorite, but I'm gonna borrow the Galgis story. It was a part of my life, very interesting. I met some friends in Brazil, and they told me, in 1 week, we're gonna go, no, in 1 month, we're gonna go to Europe. Would you like to come with us? And I said, no, it's too far ahead. 1 week before the trip, I met them again. Let's go, let's meet in Barcelona. Where are we going after that? Well, we have 15 days. One wanted to go to Egypt, the other one wanted to go to England. Well, we ended up deciding for the coast. And as I was driving, it was my turn to drive, and then it wasn't planned. I saw, ooh, Saint-Tropez, let's go. And all the hills we went, and it was this kind of hat that everybody was wearing. And that's when I met my husband, the father of my son. So it was a very interesting trip.
Toastmaster Linda Miller. Blue and white hat, it has a hole in it, with the ponytails, and it comes out to your ears.
Thank God it has a hole in it for a ponytail. So I don't mean to segue away from your hat and make this not to June. Did I say that right? But this hat over here, I was gonna use this theme 1 year for Halloween. It's an Alice in Wonderland vicious rabbit. So everybody, on the 28th of October, this is the event that you want to be at. It is at Tim Linger's, make no mistake, it is not at my home, but I am assisting him. So with all these crazy hats, wear your own hat, be your own theme, and we look forward to seeing you.
Hey.
Toastmaster Brandon Moore. A burgundy winter hat with a pom-pom, and it says Manhattan East.
Look at all these hats.
Between my husband and me. They're ours.
I love the Manhattan East because I used to work in Manhattan. I had to work all over the whole city. And Manhattan East was one of the places where I had one of my favorite customers, Jimmy Carboni. I would go down in there. He always owed my boss money, so I'd start off by saying, Jimmy, you know you owe my boss some money. So if you want to buy some beer today, I need to get that cash. And he would always say, I don't have the money, but I had to keep my business hat on. You know, I said, well, why don't we walk to the ATM? Go get that cash so I can get you some beer, man, because I can't give you any beer if you don't pay my boss. And if you don't pay my boss, Ricky, who lives in the basement, he might come see you because we don't call the cops. Anyway, one day, Jimmy was walking on the rim, and my boss, Joe, thought I'm the one who busted his knee up. I would never do that to somebody. But I did enjoy putting my business hat on and talking like that, right? Isn't that I know what he doesn't reply. That's how you got to kind of live.
Toastmaster Mark Wright. An African bandana has blue, and it's orange, and it has tan colors.
Oh, look at that. That's perfect, isn't it? I see me wearing something like that. It's gorgeous. I don't wear a lot of hats. I have an enormous head. I always have.
literally and figuratively. My wife would say, "You guys got a big head," because I'm arrogant. Literally, I have a huge head. I don't wear hats. You know, growing up playing baseball, we got fitted hats, you know, for our team. And, oh, Mark, what size are you? So I got measured in front of everybody. My God, what's wrong with your head? You must have a lot on your mind at all times, and it just keeps swelling. So I don't wear a lot of hats.
Toastmaster Allison Richards. A pink sleeping cap that says BGM Girl Here.
BGM girl, what does that mean? Black girl magic.
I definitely think this is not a jejune topic that you're at Tabletopics today. This is a lot of fun. I don't wear a hat to bed. I do wear hats. I like baseball hats. I love my winter hats. When we go skiing, I love my little beanie type hats like the Barcelona. I have different ones to match the, the different jackets and the outfits. And so it all goes together. So hats are fun. I don't have a big head. I don't think, so hats are fun. I just, big brain, lots of thoughts going. That's where it goes. That's what you should have said.
You said you didn't say what you should have said.
Thank you.
All right.
Toastmaster Lily Cummings, a light blue shower cap with white thread band.
In my life, I hardly wear hats, especially this shower hat. Can I borrow that black hat instead? I like this hat is because Orlando Chinese Association, we have a perform art group. So every year we have a celebration of Chinese New Year. Last year we had a New York, New York. So we use this hat as our, what do you see that? Right? So we did this. As a small commercial advertising, next year, January 20th, we're going to have a Chinese New Year celebration gala. So I would invite everybody to come. As part of the feel like little jejune to do it, but if you have a group of ladies, you guys will enjoy.
Toastmaster Benjamin Urithia.
Not here.
Okay. A fine hat with a black ribbon on it.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, I was just hiding back there, hoping not to be called for topics. But I like the sequence of cats and colors. What I like about coming here, besides meeting all of you, very dear to me, that are going to vote for me. I like it because, here I see the letter I. That means my alma mater, Illinois. Yes, so each time I come, I remember my alma mater. And many of you also, I bet you don't remember your school song. Many of you do not. I do. I like the colors, yellow, orange, and blue. Because when I was there, I used to sing the school song. Hail to the orange, hail to the blue, hail alma mater, ever so true, so true. We long others, so let us proud of me. Victory, Illinois, varsity, hot!
Sorry.